Hello. Hello there. Welcome to my loading screen. This will be the game. It's already. We should watch the loading screen. Kind of jerk around, very jerkily. You know. Cause why not? Beautiful. It's really weird actually right now, like, cause the way it's spinning, kind of. I don't know. It doesn't normally spin. It's not that fast, so it's kind of like disorientating. Another point. Point is, welcome back, everybody. Thank you, phone. I'm in fact live. For how long? We'll fucking figure it out. I mean that in every possible way. There's society. We live in a nug society, everybody, where nuggets are born and raised to do nugget things. We live in a nug society. You get what you fucking deserve. Joker's a good movie, okay? Although it's had to cool off, so I'm now remembering how much I hate the noises. Almost instantly, the noises have started popping up, and they are fucking annoying. That is guaranteed. I want to make sure to throw in here, because I know it's in here somewhere. Do we have the Minister of Defense? We got agriculture. We've got, here we go. Fire defense is the mix, then probably throw in fortifications, fishing nets, fuck daggers. It's whatever. We're working on upgrading our Nug Society. A new reservoir area over here for more maximum reservoir efficiency. I find that putting them next to each other works best because you can rain cloud on them and get water if you really desperately need. It's the best way to optimize your god point usage versus, god point usage. Make your god points go the furthest. Ah, yeah, with this sweet dial. Atheists hate them. Like that glitching texture. It's my favorite. Look at that. Look at that nice little texture. That's nice. That's good. Saiyan City. Just go ahead and wipe the weebs off my planet. Goddamn weebs here. Who said fucking weebs were allowed on my planet? Not even like good weebs. Dragon Ball Z weebs. Ugh. We're kidding. Of course, the only good weeb is a dead weeb. Good dead weeb is a dead good weeb. Think Kush, my dude. We'll actually keep our hands off that for a little bit. I will have the luck to construct the police station. Where is the police station? I want to get the police involved. Hello, I am white and in trouble. Please, can you help, police? Yes, sir, our work. I don't think we'll need two. I highly doubt we'll need two. There we go. Beautiful. Just fit in right next to Town Hall. I get the defense so he can build the defensive buildings where we need them. Look, man, I really don't understand why it informs you of old age deaths. Like, I can genuinely understand why you would inform me of things like disease or maybe it's too fucking hot. I should have left the fan pointing at me. Disease or possibly wild animal attacks. But when you start informing me about people dying of old age, which is something granted, maybe it is something I could in theory do something about, right? But these notifications, like, give me an option to not look at them. Cause like. There was like, thing is, right, I assume that death messages being off would also mean that I'm missing out on the messages about like people are dying to wolves. Also, I like how I guess the Maybe the wind's pointing from the mountain, which is blocking it, maybe? Who knows? It's fine. Wind power is fairly reliable, and we do have a large amount of them, so we should be fairly good for now. Until our society constructs a bunch of medieval buildings, which, as we know, electricity used famously by Christopher Columbus to power his electric boat across the water. You know, and the French in their constant revolutions using the electric guillotine. Beautiful. So my internet's already disconnected. It's fine. Kind of expected this. I think it's fine. We'll stream for at least an hour tonight. I don't know how long I'm going to go, depending on how much the game wants to grind my gears. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, you know. My desire to play this game always changes constantly, so. It's not a bad game, it's just, it's not completely done, obviously. And, it's not 100% done, and, you know, I worry that it's just going to essentially be the same thing as last time. Because, I mean, people are liking it. Getting a lot of views. People are liking watching this, so, whatever. You know, it's not terrible. I can sit here and rant about garbage. I get worried when, you know, I see the view time on the video is, in fact, a lot higher than I thought it would be. And I remember the rant in the middle of, the stream about how much I hate my life. There's something stupid. Some stupid fucking rant. I mean, like, it's fine though. I can rant all about this because nobody watches these streams and or videos. And I'm like, okay. Now somebody's watched it. Oh. Hello. Welcome to my mental breakdown. I mean, granted, I don't really care. You know, what are you going to do with this information? Laugh at me? Oh no. Oh no, my delicate feelings. But, you know, it's whatever. So, we've now got the, Rehabilitation Center. So, it's kind of similar to the, so last time when we did this on the stream, we did the police, like the prison. So, the prison, what it does is it just executes the nugget, I would assume. I think. I'm pretty sure. I do remember for some reason them walking out when we were playing that, but I don't know why. Point is, this one, it's supposed to instead cure them of their bad boy genes. You know, give them a good wash. And, then, you know, send them back on their way to be a useful part of anxiety. No jokers here, my dude. Look at her, she needs to go charge herself. Charge yourself. She probably, oh, we got double power now. I can put down another set of trees. Yeah, so I've been avoiding, you know, being concerned about, God, I love this power thing. It's so like perfect. So I've been avoiding worrying about natural disasters by just doing that. It seems that they're majorly not a threat as long as you keep the oxygen high enough. So spending, you know, power here and there to plant a bunch of trees in a faraway place is pretty good, in my opinion. Obviously, it's not the best, but I wonder if they pull from the pool. Also, is that stone bricks, or is this, like, just stone? I'm assuming it's stone bricks. It's weird that they changed this object to look like a brick, but not that one. It bothers me. We have an election going on. Where is my Electo Tower? So I may rig the election in my favor. Yes, yes. They call me the Democratic Party. We haven't really had much of an issue with sickness recently. I do just want, you know, a little bit of injury, a little bit of happiness. I just don't like the animal attacks, so I'm gonna go with that. I find them highly annoying. Especially because the best way to deal with them is to pause the game and find them, and then just sort them out before they can really form much of a problem. You know, I don't know. I don't think it's the best mechanic, but then again, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not a gamer. I'm not a game developer. Is that possibly out of the range of anything? I will, for now, heal it. And then I will find the nearest hut. And we'll see that it is indeed out of range. And we'll build another one. Beautiful. I think they're kind of finishing up the reservoirs over there. In my new reservoir district. Reservoir Dog District. Yeah. So they're getting it done. They're doing God's work. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Kind of missed that show. It was good. You're talking about the melancholy of Haruhi Suzuka, a really fucking popular anime from the time where popular anime was a thing, and it wasn't just all isekais. Granted, that's not 100% of it, but I do like a lot of the isekais. Specifically, there's one coming out. It's not out yet. It looks a bit weird, but I did like the manga. It's called what? So What About Spider? I thought I fixed the well. Is this just another one that's also out of range? Well, I'll fix it now then, I guess. And when the engineer hut is both finished and staffed, so it should no longer be an issue for me. They've upgraded our archive as well, wherever the fuck that is. I don't like that the sounds don't entirely work sometimes where it does that, you know? It's a bit annoying. Sort your shit out, game. I also kind of wish this looked a little bit more like a library or something, where it looked like somebody place. I don't know. It doesn't look like a very good / efficient way of storing important papers and documents. We don't really need the extra boost in happiness right now. Taking a Minister for Defense. Hopefully he'll, he'll put our defense first. I think we fixed that one already. So we're covering a decent chunk of the planet already. You know, we got our nice little valley. The valley carved out, you know. Look, this guy's related to, who knows if Nikola Tesla's still alive. We can probably find out. Yeah, he's still alive. Ironically, he doesn't have a, sorry, is his job a... So, Nikola Tesla, the, famous... He's a priest. That's a little bit ironic, isn't it? So, I mean, actually, no, it's not ironic. It's like a fucking weird redemption arc, right? So, a big part of this game is that, he helps you discover electricity, if you don't know. You haven't seen it in the other videos. He helps you discover electricity, right? And he starts off by, like, I feel like I'm crazy, talking to God, trying to, you know, asking if you can solve my problem, but I can't figure out how electricity works, and there's these parts fall from the sky, and I want you to put them together. And then in the end, he's like, oh, wow, I saw it got struck by lightning, and now I believe in God, right? So it's kind of funny to me that, well, I mean, it's not funny, right? It seems apt, like, fitting, that he's a fucking guy now. He's a priest. You know? Okay, so we're doing a fairly decent job of keeping the stuff. How's food looking? So food looking fine. I'm not overly concerned about food then. We did, you know, sanction a bunch of farms over here specifically to make sure we were still on top of food, because food will always be an issue with a growing society, you know. And when you live in a nug society, you gotta be worried about your food output, because nuggets, they gotta eat. They're hungry little boys and girls, and only boys and girls. There is no other kind of nugget. One might suggest there's a chicken nugget, but that's not true. No one can prove the existence of the elusive chicken nugget, as much as they try. Fucking chicken nugget. I like how so he's got right Tesla, right, because he's essentially a spawn guy, right? He spawns in at a certain point in the game when you get to electricity, right? He spawns in to put things in motion, right? And you know, even though my complaint still stands about the weird tech tree and how it definitely feels like it's out of order, I like how he has, like, you know, a very decently sized family tree currently, considering that I'm fairly sure he spawns in with a name and no one else fucking, you know, has it. So he just fucked his way into having, like, you know, 20 family members. Because I can only assume the name didn't exist before him. Though I guess, you know, I don't know that. You know, they might have been around from before. There is no proof saying otherwise. I just, you know, I would assume that he was the first of his name due to his specific, you know, the nature of the nug. Man, I am kind of tired. It's weird. I guess work really takes it out of me, really. As I say, because I did a lot of yawning at work today, and work was fucking terrible. So, for those of you that don't know, and I would assume everybody, because I don't really talk about it that often, I work at a restaurant, right? And I'm just a cashier, right? Essentially, a front of house bitch boy who does, like, cashiering and other various what's the word I'm looking for? Other various you know, front of house bitch boy jobs. Includes things such as, you know, we should have picked, like, a flatter area. I don't know. Like, it seems the wind is very high, but it's not blowing for some reason. I don't know. Yes, other various front of house, like just, you know, bussing tables, taking orders, that kind of stuff, right? So that's what I do. And today we received a catering order, right? And that's not entirely abnormal for our business, right? We do a little bit of catering here and there, not overly common for us, but, you know, I'm sure it's not due to a lack of trying on management's part. They fucking suck, but, you know, they'll happily take a fucking job for more hun. But this was done through DoorDash, which is really weird for us because we just started doing DoorDash and we've never done a catering order through DoorDash, and realistically we wouldn't have accepted it if it weren't for our shitty manager. Now, of course, that shitty manager wasn't there to help deal with that, and it went a little bit awry, right? So she got somebody else than our manager, got somebody else who was going to be there anyway later to come in earlier to do that, right? And so we don't have, like, so our catering boxes, right? You have like those little tinfoil kind of like basins, bin, like I want to say bin or like basin, like the little tinfoil good. Honestly, good for him. I wanted to do that. That's why I have him. He's doing his job. He's doing God's work because I don't want to do it. Brain fart. Okay. Yes. So we're not big in catering, right? It's not very common for our business to do catering. While it's not unheard of, it's just not a thing that happens a lot because people don't order from us a lot for catering. Now our catering supplies include like basically dollar store like food tinfoil like serving tray kind of things, right? Like the really shitty ones. And when we deliver the food, it's oh my god. We deliver the food through boxes, right? So they'll say like, "Oh, we have a catering order coming up. Please make sure not to throw away any of the big boxes," right? And like we every time we take stuff out of the boxes, like food, plates, that kind of shit, where we nope, uh, where we have to like empty boxes for like cups or food or drinks or that kind of stuff, right? So we keep those boxes and then we stack the shit in there. Sorry, just these wolves trying to figure out where they're coming from. Yeah. So the girl who came in early, she stacked all the shit in the like 5 boxes they gave her, and it was way too much shit for those 5 boxes, right? So of course, because there was such a large amount of shit stacked on those 5 boxes, the weight of like the weight of the tin foil crushed the other tin foil plates, right? So I was forced to be there early today because they made me the first cashier who helps open the restaurant, which, by the way, just fucking sucks. Don't like trust me, it sucks. You have to basically like help do all the shit the night crew didn't do for some fucking reason, right? So like you just gotta take the chairs down because they're put up for the people who had the mop, and then you have to rebuild the fucking like drink machine things, and put all the stuff on tables and all that jazz, right? And they're like, before I was able to count my register, they're like, "Oh, Brandon, please go help. Can you help me carry this stuff outside?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. It'll take like what, 2 minutes to get all this shit to this lady's car, whatever." Right? I can still count, and the other guy will be Easter eggs. Ooh. Yeah, the other guy will be in soon. Even if I'm a little bit late in the counting, hopefully the wolf's gotten a little bit closer so I can figure out what the fuck they are. Hopefully, he can cover any slack that might appear. Where the fuck are these wolves? This is what I hate, that this fucking garbage persists. Like, hunting wolves isn't fun in any aspects of the word. Going from the water, maybe? So I helped the lady like load it into like a little hand basket she brought to help carry it, right? And then we get it out to her car. We start putting the shit in her car, and I put one of the bigger, heavier boxes in the car, and I'm like, wait a second, there's fucking sauce coming out of the bottom of this shit, right? So I'm like, wait, and I take it out and I put it down, right? And it just starts fucking pouring sauce out of the bottom, and I'm like, well, fuck, And we spent the better part of an hour cleaning up, well, say like we spent 20 minutes cleaning up that box, only to find that the other heavy box also had the same issue, because the 2 heavy boxes that she had put together were not suitable for that kind of thing, because this tin foil was just shitty. So I spent an hour in the blazing hot Floridian sun to help rebox a bunch of cars. Where the fuck are these goddamn wolves? The best part is, right, I'm going to have to turn death messages back on. Just in case everybody starts getting mauled. Yeah, so that was fun to have to spend, an hour in the hot sun cleaning up sauce off the bottom of metal tins to then pack into. They're very hot, by the way. Like, don't get me wrong, this stuff was like fucking blazing hot. It was freshly cooked. You know, the tin was not overly thermo. It was a very thermosensitive. Sure, that's a word, right? There we go. Man, remember when I picked that gun guy so that this wouldn't happen? And now the best part is, right? It's not telling me where it is, so I can't, like, solve the issue. And we all know what happens when I fucking try to solve it with lightning inside a town. This is very aggravating. Nope. He died of old age. I just really despise these wolves attacks. They're just dumb, and they don't really add anything. I mean, I'm guessing they're trying to give it use to like the towers, but I mean, fuck that? Question mark. Also, I hate the stupid fucking pop-up window. It just never works properly. Yep. Hopefully stop the death messages. Now the wolf attack. So hopefully ended through the death of those 3 wolves. Lost a couple people, but what are you gonna fucking do? You know? If you were kind of rough, I remember. Why wouldn't it tell me that the better schools are ready? Can the other ones also be upgraded? Do we also... I think we placed on a courier, but it only has like the 2 spots in it. And more schools is more good. We always have a lot of nuggets who need to learn. And I think the university allows them to learn for a longer period of their life. So, like, the higher education at a later age. I think it's just like a general thing, like, everybody uses the university. But, God, I just hate the wolf attack so much. It's just such an annoying concept. It doesn't play out correctly. Like, I don't know. The nuggets spread out way too quickly. They spread out way too much for it to be, like, effective. Because you have to tower a lot of stuff, right? And don't get me wrong, I mean, probably should be, I guess, but, like, you know, look how little of our society is realistically covered by these towers. Right? And you know why? Because the fucking towers make everybody really fucking sad. And when I say really fucking sad, I mean really fucking sad. Thank you, stream, for disconnecting again. Yeah, this is why, kind of why I don't plan on doing it long, because I don't like doing that. And you try to see that message? Ooh, joke's on you, you didn't hit the name, so... There goes the message, and now it's gone, and you'll never figure out who got sick. It doesn't really matter, but, you know. Where's the information? I'm married, one Jane, I was sick of it. It's Universim, so... I mean, they'll marry themselves. If I start forcefully marrying everybody, population's going to explode. While we always need more pops, currently we have, you know, I think like 100 people in this society 133 people who actually don't do anything out of our total 200, so slightly less than half of our society is, actually, I'm sorry, slightly more than half of our society is, unemployed. Less than half is unmarried. Even less than that, believe in me. I don't really care about their sickness. The sickness. Get down with the sickness. I was like, I don't know what I need or should be focusing on, right? So we have a lot of raw wood. So I guess the next step would be to make more wood processing centers, question mark? Problem is, everybody gets fucking really upset when you make fucking wood processing and stone processing, you know? So it just gets annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying that, you know, it just causes so much unhappiness and crime that the buildings just don't feel fucking worth the trouble. Oh, that's just a tree. Let's take a sec. Friendship lasts forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, gotta get with my friendship lasts forever. Don't know what's in my head now. Ah, they're using the stone and stuff for that. Makes sense. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're your modern Stone Age family. Yeah, like that drop down that you can totally hover over. Oh wait, like those unlabeled symbols. Yes, 3 of them who are red and angry, and 0 of them who are orange and angry. Now, if you want to know what red and angry and orange angry mean, oh boy, are you in for a surprise? Because I'm not gonna fucking tell you. I believe it's like dangerous and really dangerous criminals. I think it says in here, dangerous criminals, thugs. Yeah. So. I don't know why they wouldn't just arrest the dangerous criminal, considering that they have space in the prison and everything. But whatever. It's not my concern. I really don't care. Like I'm over questioning the logic of this game because at a certain point you kind of realize that there isn't any. Look at them. Wool. You gotta get wool to make beds so you could sleep in Minecraft, but never sleep in Minecraft in the Nether. Excuse me, because We'll see how happiness kind of falls when we do that. You know what? We'll put a park over here. Everybody likes parks. We'll put a local business, just a little local business, right over here on the beach. Because who doesn't want to go visit whatever that's supposed to be? Massage, just massage. It sounds like a fucking like a shady business, right? Like, yes, have you heard of the massage? But massage what? Like massage envy? Massage parlor? No, massage. Just go to massage. He's good. He's good. Come massage. Yes, yes. It's like a secret fucking kidnapping like ring. Trafficking ring. I wonder if these will work more in the what's that guy here? I wonder if they work more in the that there. So surely the entire society is covered by these, because I'm feeling that there's going to be a decent chunk out of range over here. Pretty good spacing there. I do like how jarringly different the university is from everything. I wonder what the best way to draw followers is. Because obviously, there are a lot of nuggets, and not a lot of them believe in me, apparently. Even though, like, I don't know. Is there an overly effective way of gathering nuggets to your cause? Right? They all gotta, see the light of God. And what's the best way for me to give them that? To bring them to them? Who knows? I like how the guy who invented electricity isn't educated. I think it's a very good meme. Welcome to Yeah, the thing is we're always short on wooden planks, planks and bricks, so it's a little bit difficult to get construction going. But hopefully this new set of 4 of these will help move that along a bit. Probably should see if we can give them a source of wood over here as well as possibly. I don't know. feel like a lot of this space is already usable. Why can't I build it here? Like, it's not intersecting with anything. It's just because it's like uneven terrain. That seems like really good, right? I don't know. It's weird that you can sometimes build on like. Oh, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that won't be an issue. Sir, we have reports that everyone is dead. Everyone? How did everyone die? Well, you know those windstorms you said wouldn't be an issue? Yes? Well, they were an issue. Probably should, on that very serious note, build a bunker over here as well. Because there's not a doubt in my mind this isn't going to turn into an epicenter of population once all these buildings are constructed and people are working over here. So I assume that people start building houses once they start, you know, constructing babies. I guess there's nobody who works in there. Few things in the world are as soothing as a good massage. Nuggets tend to tense up pretty regularly. It probably has something to do with long work hours and endless environment hazards. A finger in the right place can work wonders. Whether or not Nuggets have the fingers to perform a decent massage, however, is a question that many may never be answered. It's like, Time to get that in there. How are we looking at wood right now? Let's cut out medical language for a second, because medicine isn't too much of a lot of our issues aren't coming from medical problems. I mean, we do have six injured or sick, and it's majority from drinking bad water. So he says as 4 fucking messages pop up about bad water, 5 messages pop up about bad water. Yeah, I don't know what effect the windstorm has, if it can actually damage stuff or not. I hope these also kind of don't really fuck up our food production slash, you know. Okay. Well, I mean, fuck. Let's sit in here for a second. You're healed. You're healed. Get out of here. I think there's 2 hospitals, so having 6 is kind of okay. Having 9 poses a bit of an issue. We might just get another hospital over in that new area. Over here. It's hard to construct things when you can't really see, but hospital, we'll get a single farm. Oh, cool. I actually like that he did that. So since I guess because we were running low on water, or i.e. the pump weren't keeping up with the demand currently, it looks like the minister just built his own water pump, which is good. It's good. I want them doing their own work, mainly because I don't like solving these little issues that constantly pop up. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, the issues are obviously mine to deal with, however, like, just prefer to fucking have to deal with them every 5 fucking seconds. Plus having to pay attention to the water stuff and everything. And he's built his own pump, sure. Whatever, man. I'm sure it'll turn out fine, everyone that died. Not just the women, the children too. Ooh. Shatola. Hmm. Oh, I guess probably because maybe they weren't arresting people because we didn't have this up yet. I don't know. So here we go. Prisons and rehabilitation centers perform basically the same task, albeit in very different ways. Once caught, suspected criminals will be brought into one of these buildings. Every building of this type has an effective rating, which determines how likely the criminal is to escape. If this rating declines, the criminal might start plotting an escape. If the rating drops too low, criminals succeed in their plans and escape back to Success City, continue their work. Food and herbs. Without them, the building, water nurses to keep these filling running smoothly. As if a stable supply is lost, prisoners will be able to find easier ways to escape. Found innocent or guilty through an interrogation process. If they're in a prison and found guilty, they are sentenced to death by electric chair. They're being held in a rehabilitation center. Guilty nuggets referred to as a therapist for treatment, which involves placing them in a giant ball and spinning them around until their heads are fixed. Both of these buildings have downsides. Prisons might execute innocent nuggets, and rehabilitation centers aren't guaranteed to cure criminals and can release dangerous individuals back into society. But that's not too big of an issue right now. Even if dangerous people are released into society, it's not big of an issue. That guy. It's okay if I was fast, but I'm sure our amazing engineers will stay on top of the job. If you couldn't tell, I totally don't believe what I just said. What I said was the definition of a lie, and I'm going to hell for it. If I didn't believe in hell before, now that I've told a really big lie, I definitely believe and am going to hell. Though I really, guessed even whether or not believed in heaven or hell, I'm definitely going to hell. Oh boy, I'm a terrible person. Oh, look, it's raining. Oh, look at these little flowers. It's like a Garden of Eden. Oh my god. There's a turtle here. Hi, turtle. Hey, turtle, have you seen space? Come on, turtle. Let's take a trip. A trip to space, turtle. Yeah, you guys thought I was going to drop him now. I'm going to put him back down. Look, he's enjoying his day. Why murder a poor innocent turtle? He's going to kiss the wall. Imagine, right? Imagine you were outside. Oh, turtles. Here we have the wild turtle mating process. It seems that he's picked the wrong fucking hole. Oh. So imagine you're walking outside, right? And you saw just like a random stray dog walking around. And then you saw like a turtle levitate, fly incredibly fast up to space, come back down, and then start like essentially jabbing itself at the wolf. That would be pretty weird, man. It's weird that happiness brings about. So, I mean, the most effective way, I mean, for me to passively gain followers seems to be through just allowing them to be happy. And obviously I want a happy society. They're more effective when they're happy versus when they're sad. Right? So it's twin possibility, more research speed, more points, right? And overall, I think the happiness does kind of affect it doesn't really affect the crime level. However, it feels like it. It really does. Does the garrison cause crime or relieve crime? The garrison causes crime, I think. Whatever. The crime went back down, but I don't know. Pretty sure the garrison causes crime. Which, you know, it's kind of weird to me, but, you know. Not a lot of the stuff in the game makes sense to me. I mean, I obviously understand you have to have some kind of system for happiness if you plan to have, you know, all this jazz. All this jazz. Smooth jazz. Just, you know. I forgot what I was saying. Whatever I was saying, it's gone. I was talking about crime. Yes, crimes don't make sense. Like, you have to have some kind of system in order to, you know, kind of force you to build evenly. But I don't know if this is very effective, right? So, I don't know. I feel like there's a different way to do it, and it might or might not be better. But you just don't feel good, man, you know? I think we wasted a bit of power there. There we go. Okay. We're at a creator point, so if something bad happens, we are kind of screwed. However, I believe in my nuggets. They will succeed. No, I don't believe in them. It's like believing It's like believing something won't go wrong when you leave it to the beaver. Yes, because I'm 80 and this reference makes sense for me. It was like they got rid of the road mechanic they used to have, where like roads would kind of like form two buildings. So it's you know, a little bit sad. I like roads. Pretty sure that's the name of a country. In like, maybe it's a province specifically in like EU4. Like obviously a place like, you know, Rhode Island, but I think Rhodes is like also. So I remember somebody who I believe I watched for like EU4 content. Maybe it was CK2. No, I definitely feel like it's EU4. Like Rhodes, saying Rhodes a lot. I like how this doesn't exist. We'll get that. We'll get pump output power. Acoustics. Acoustics. Is like, is it just that like a lot of people aren't getting through schooling, or is it that like, I don't know, I feel like there aren't a lot of educated. Oh. You know why, right? So I just fire that guy real quick, right? Because I have fucking Teslas to type in there. I had to search still. 9 people got infected. Boy, oh boy. I'm glad that fishing pier got finished right in time for winter to, you know, put it out of commission. Whatever. I hate these fucking wolves. I have to pause the game. Because if I don't, I gotta then go in my settings and turn the goddamn death notifications back on. And I'm not sure what's worse, to be honest. Is that them? No, they're not walking fast enough. They're also weirdly human centipeding together. So the wolves, I think, run when they're doing that. But just like, I fucking hate this stupid mechanic. This is literally my least favorite mechanic in the game so far. Because now it's essentially going to require me to turn these back on. Because it doesn't even, like, I can't. Yeah, so even. Oh boy. Let's just fucking call it. So tired. I'll go for a bit more. At least through the hour. I guess we have to turn death messages back on. Man, imagine having birth and fucking adulthood messages on. Ugh. Like, just... Oh my god. What happened to the... I don't even have a fucking enough water to... That doesn't look like the right wolf. No, he's walking. Ugh. And it doesn't feel like... They normally, like, when you see, like, 3 or 4 next to each other, that's the wolf pack, right? Problem is, because the fucking game isn't working properly, and there are definitely some bugs in here, there's no way to tell where they're approaching from. You know? And I wish you could just... Well, I think I figured it out. I also like how it's the same guy 3 times. It's a glitch. It's a fucking glitch. Right? And obviously, you know, the guy's dead. And that is a thing. However, comma... It's the same guy dying fucking 3 to 4 times. Stupid fucking bullshit. Goddamn... I don't think I'm gonna get that hour in. I think I'm gonna fucking have a fucking aneurysm before I do. Like... It's so annoying. These wolf attacks essentially add nothing to the game. Best part was, I can't tell if it's just like 3 people with the same name or, and then I can't like, can't click on it. That would be silly. Was there actually wolves attacking that guy? Did they just murder one guy and that's it? Was it just somebody who's really far out and the wolves... Here we go. There they are. Hope I got them all, because I have no more power. And now there's a fire. Does fire, like, burn, food and items? I hate these wolf attacks. They're dumb. They add nothing to the game. And... Oh, look, there's another one. One second. There we go. Space Wolf. He's a Space Wolf in Warhammer now. You'd like to play this faction, but you know you prefer the Tau. He's a Space Wolf. Thirst. I think you're dying of thirst in this society. You're kind of stupid. He's a Space Wolf. I'm going to cut that one back, cut that one back, put that back in, then that. Okay. Just need more water. it's so annoying. It is so annoying. It's all or nothing really. And because all is very annoying. Oh my god. Group them up, but don't show me them. Just don't show me. I don't want news. I don't want any news ever. You know, the only news that is even essentially useful. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate it. I have to turn it off. It's annoying. I can't stand this. It doesn't even like. There is no way to properly like hide it, right? If it were like. I don't know. Like if I could, don't send me messages about old age death. It makes no sense. I can't. Like I don't understand. I really don't understand what the thought process behind this fucking stupid mail system was. Allow me to more properly sort out my fucking messages. I don't care about fucking things being finished, right? You finished a building? Good. If I told you to put it down, great. But, like, the fact that building is down and done does not mean jack shit to me, right? Like, there's nothing that I'm going to essentially immediately be able to do because a building is finished, right? Sure, they finished constructing this building. Like, oh, look, they finished the university. I'm not going to go and manually put everybody in school and manually choose the teachers. No. I'm going to let the fucking mayor put the fucking employees in, and the students sort themselves out. Oh, look, the refinery's finished. One of them I did fucking choose to assign, but the other ones assigned them all themselves. I need to interact. I don't need to do anything in that scenario. There is no reason for you to actively tell me that buildings are finished. Like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't fucking matter. Especially not to the degree that you have to harass me over it. Next, right? Next. Fucking people getting married. Why do I fucking care? Like, maybe if I was doing the Twitch stuff, right? Because, like, when we did the Twitch stuff, right? We did a little bit in the last one. And I'm not doing it now because my internet fucking sucks. And nobody's fucking watching, so it would be pointless. But, you know. Unless it's a marriage between a character that I physically put in this game, like a Twitch character, and somebody else, it doesn't matter. As long as my character in the game gets married, let me know about that. But all these random marriages, they don't matter. I'm not going to go, like, I'm not going to have, like, a fucking button I hit, like, beep, 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 beep. So, congratulations to Shook My Dick and Lick My Balls for the amazing marriage between these two amazing people. And then, like, hold, like, a fucking 5-minute music celebration each time. Right? It's not gonna happen. Like, I don't understand why you have to tell me about this stuff. There is no point. There is no reason. It's just fucking high treason. Like, it's annoying. It's unneeded, right? Spring? Yeah, sure. Tell me about spring coming. Tell me about buildings about to collapse that I need to, like, maybe I forgot to fucking put a goddamn engineer, like the building collapse, the collapse messages, those helped me. Because I didn't know that building was out of range and thus needed to have another engineer's help put down, right? But, like, you know, university being done, what am I going to do? The civilization is very happy, so more fucking followers. What am I going to do about that? What is it? Why do I need to know that? Why am I suddenly so fucking... We cut down such a large amount of trees that this is, like, the case? Now, what happened here? Why did our fucking... I hate this fucking selection menu. I was nowhere near that. Why am I on Windstorm? I stopped, I clicked on it, and it's still on Windstorm. Why did it suddenly fucking drop so much? We didn't cut down that many trees, did we? Like, suddenly went from having plus 12 for trees to plus 0. Which makes no sense to me. I think we have plus 14. Whatever, we have to save up God power to do that effectively anyway. And we need God power to fucking, you know... It's so goddamn stupid. The game's paused. Why is the game paused? I definitely don't remember pausing it. Maybe I did, I don't know. There's a chance I did, but still, fuck off. And like, okay. I can't do anything with this message. This message is useless to me. The only messages that mean anything to me, are deaths due to solvable causes, right? So, maybe, okay. Definitely deaths due to wild animal attacks. Minorly, right? Less so for deaths due to things like starvation, thirst, and energy depletion. Because energy depletion, that's something I can't do anything about. That's about their work schedule and the building that they couldn't make it to in time for some reason. I don't know how I'd physically do anything about that. However, stuff like, maybe I need to put more wells down. I'm running out of water. That's an important thing to inform me about, right? Like, that stuff, sure, tell me about it. It's important. But, like, shit like, this guy's died of old age. Who is he? He's just a fucking guy. It doesn't matter to me. It's not important. It's not something I can do anything about, right? It doesn't matter. It's an unimportant message. And it's like clutter, right? It's like the fucking narrator. You like him at the beginning, he makes a couple witty quips, but then he just keeps doing the same shit, like, having him say, like, a pun once based on something, right? Like, what are you trying to see when you look at a shaking hut, right? Like, are you trying to watch him fuck? Haha. Right? Sure. Funny once. The 5th time, it's not really funny anymore, is it? Right? Like, the more you do it, the less funny it gets. And the less funny it gets, the more annoying it gets. Because, like, I realistically don't want to hear that 20 fucking times. Let's not put another drain on that lake specifically. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of these messages I can't do anything about, and then all is unimportant, right? Messages about things that I physically can and need to solve, sure. Tell me about them. Because realistically, that's both important and useful knowledge. But like, fucking Sarah and fucking Jake Lord, they've tied the knot. Oh boy. It doesn't matter. I don't know who these, like, I have 244 people in my society. I have no clue who Jera and Sakelord are, right? Or like the fact that I'm out of water. That's important. It's information that I can do something about. But like, it's telling me unimportant things that just aggravate me. Because realistically, what am I going to do about, like, what do I care? What do I fucking care about 2 nuggets in my, like, no. There is a total of 261 nuggets running around on this planet. 260, sorry, that was my stupidity in reading and bad math, really. 260 nuggets running around on this planet that have some involvement with me because they exist, right? Like, they exist, and I there's 260 of them. I don't know each one by name. I don't, like, I don't know most of these nuggets, right? This fucking guy, him, right here, look, this guy, right? Wimsuk Hanowich. He means nothing to me, right? This man has never meant anything to me in his entire life. But here he is. He's going about his day. He's having fun, That's good for him. That's honestly good for him. But I'm not, I don't care if whom is sick. Well, I forgot his name. Him sick, him suck. I don't care if he gets married. I don't care if he might already be married. I don't know. Is that him right there? I think that's him right there. Yeah. He is, in fact, already married. He doesn't have any kids, but, this information, right? It's okay. Sure. It's not really important to me. Like, I'm not going to do anything with the majority of this information. Thank you for this, by the way. I love this. I love when this happens. It glitches out like that, right? I mean, fuck, if I genuinely cared about a nugget, I can make them important, right? Like, oh look, Lambusu Chef Swan, because that's a pronounceable name. She's important to me, so I'll give her a stupid little symbol. But she's not, and even if she gets married, I'm A, not going to recognize her name in the fucking list. B, I really, 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 really don't care. Now, if I saw Chef Swak got murdered by a wolf, I'm like, oh shit, wolves are here. We gotta do something about them wolves. Meanwhile, fucking Terry died of old age. That's too bad. What am I gonna do? I can't revive him. I'm gonna go give him I'm gonna just give him a little fucking love taps of life. I'm gonna give him CPR. Give him a heart transplant. Don't tell me about the residential building is able to stand up on its own. Okay, and what am I supposed to do with this knowledge? It feels like clutter. Come on, man. Sort your knowledge out, dude. That's like how this pump is now underwater. Dude was filling up the lake. It's very effective at pumping water out. So effective that it is now pumping water onto itself. Yeah, I don't know though. It's still in beta. It's still early access. I'm kind of hoping, well, not early access really. It's in beta, which I feel like beta is in theory early access, but not really, right? Everybody plays games in beta. We all played Minecraft. It was in beta. I'm just hoping I can be able to show off some of this space stuff eventually, because for fuck's sake, it takes forever. I gotta keep everybody from suiciding themselves to death. I also do wish that a lot more stuff had, finalized benefits. This guy, she's dying because she's going to eat. And I guess eating, though, will solve her hunger problem as well, so... Okay. This is lying. This is a lie. We have 522 wood, right? Not 650. Maybe it's counting the wood that's in being used for construction purposes. So the one that's being refinement, but not construction. Maybe it's counting the refinement wood. That's okay. We do not have 650 bricks. There is no way that there are so many bricks backlogged that there's 650 of them. Oh, maybe it's asking for that many for all the upgradable buildings of this type. So, all the caveman houses need to be upgraded, right? That's a thing. But, maybe that's the requirement, but I don't understand why it would say it's full, because we definitely don't meet those requirements. I mean, we barely have 4 bricks, because bricks are such a high commodity to the society. And while I feel like I have a lot of wood refineries, I apparently don't have anywhere near enough. Thing is, right, I'd love to expand my industry. Sorry, Brandon. Now that you've expanded your industry, everybody's really fucking sad. Right? I don't know. I feel like, right, it would would benefit a little bit more from instead of global happiness system, to a regional happiness system, right? Where maybe you could be told the medium happiness of the society, but each nugget based on their daily routine receives and loses happiness, right? Because if I spent all day working at the salt mines, mining for salt, I'd be pretty upset, right? I'm not a fan of mining. Not unless it's video game mining. Yeah, Minecraft. I still wish I knew where all like fucking trees went, because somehow got down a lot more trees than we definitely lost some trees somewhere. Just, don't save any god points for any possible need. Nope. Just plant some more. I wouldn't be happy to salt mine all day, but if I went to the salt mine, then maybe went to the bar with my friends, visited the park on the way home, had a nice house that had power and water, I might be conceived to be, fairly content with my life, right? Especially when I live in a society where you could literally just, be a bear hunter, right? And maybe if a certain amount of nuggets aren't receiving, aren't able to access the happiness buildings and aren't able to visit the restaurants, and instead of don't get a happiness buff from eating cooked food and are instead having to eat the raw food, then maybe that would make sense, right? That they're unhappy and then they start to rebel. But instead it's just the planet is this happy. When the planet stops being this happy, certain random people are chosen to rebel, right? And cause crime. Now, what causes crime? Oh, well, I have this handy little list of pointed dots instead of physical numbers, which I would very much appreciate a lot more, right? Because, defense towers reduce crime by 2 points times 5. Just tell me I've got plus 10 from defense towers, minus 4 from stone refineries. Because, I work at a stone refinery. I make bricks. What does that mean? It means I like crime. I like causing crime. Because I work at a stone refinery. I don't... I get these buildings have to have some kind of, negative to them, right? Obviously everything can't be A-okay 100% of the time, and you have to have some kind of drawback to this kind of stuff. Or else, why wouldn't I just fucking build everything everywhere constantly? But it's I had to use so many of my resources constructing parks. Because it's the most effective way to get rid of the unhappiness. What did I get? The fire station? Probably should put some of those down, huh? Probably at least semi-important to get a couple of fire stations down here and there. To prevent fires. Something we've definitely had a problem with in the past. I don't think we've had too much issue with fires, to be honest. And, I'm sure that now that we're building firehouses, fires are going to become a little bit more common. Because that's how it works. Right, now that I have a way of getting rid of fires, the fires will become common. Do I want any more than that? Yes, one over here, and then that should be good for now. I feel like it should be the Ministry of Defense's job to put down these fire stations. It's a defense category item, and there's no defense minister of fire safety. Though I feel like okay. These ministers do nothing. They don't do nothing, right? That's a lie. That's 100% a lie. They do sometimes place down buildings. It's nowhere near common enough that I feel like they're essentially doing nothing, right? Because I feel like I can make the statement they're doing nothing, because maybe I'm standing on top of. Maybe I'm balancing the ball well enough that I don't have to need the ministers so much, and then that brings in question of why I'm assigning them. Not overly concerned about that, to be honest. I feel like I've definitely seen them place down. I've seen them place down a defense tower and a well, I think, and that's about it, really. Now, I did manage to stay on top of power for a while, and it looks like power is kind of going to be a slight issue. I don't know how much we're producing at peak power production. However, we saw them put down a pump. But I think I canceled that pump because it was on a lake that was being heavily pumped already. Yeah, because bricks, wood, very heavily needed resources. Because and production is slow, to say the best. Or say the least, I guess. I don't know. To put it kindly, production is slow. Whether it's not because they're out of race, it's a slow a minute and 10. I feel like a minute 10's a bit long. Or maybe time should be reduced a little bit further by having more people, or maybe educated workers bring it down a bit more. I don't know. It doesn't really give me information about that kind of stuff. Like, maybe, I don't know how long stone takes to produce, period, versus how long it would take to produce with a full shift versus half shift versus one that's employed, that has employed full educated workers versus full uneducated workers. It doesn't, there's no way for me to know. And granted, even if I had the ability to know, I wouldn't really be able to do much with that information, seeing that I don't actually have, well, I do have a lot of schools, like, 3 universities in a fairly close radius of each other, but is there so 18 require education. I wonder if that number includes the ones who are currently in school or does not include the ones who are currently in school. Also, I don't like that this button, so this UI, if you can see there, right, the button is like half covered by like the glaze they put on this. Bothers me. I can get a little bit nitpicky at times, only because I'm very aggravated by like the more annoying aspects of the game, right? And then hopefully they'll hammer out some of this stuff, and obviously I've paid for it. I've gotten at least some enjoyment out of it, / my money's worth. But I don't know. There's definitely things that could be. For now, let us focus on. Let's focus on science, because I want to get closer and closer to the space stuff to see if we can even do it, which I'm hoping we can, because the whole big part about them going to beta was the ability to generate planets better. So, well, hope and pray, I guess. Pray the gay away. Or pray the gay into space, I don't fucking know. It's gonna strap a gay man to a rocket, and he will be our shield. Shield from the anti-gay rays. See, like, it's like, antimatter and no, that would be terrible. You don't want to put antimatter anywhere near regular matter. I also like the brony society of the Saiyans, or Saiyans. I can't change the name, even though I don't. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't. Oh, cool. Stream disconnected again. Fun. I might stop soon. Just because the fucking stream. When the stream dies, right, that's when I start to get, like, fucky. Alright, focus on that, considering that we don't have, much of a requirement for it. Okay. What was I complaining about? I can't even remember anymore. There's too many complaints. I chimed in with a haven't you people ever heard of optimizing your fucking game, huh? It's better to code these kinds of things with a sense of real fucking work effort. No. There's definitely love put in this game, right? Don't get me wrong. I think this game definitely has its fair share of love, and I think it can be good. And I do enjoy games like this, right? Where, like, you build a society and then do stuff in space. I like space. I like space exploration. It's fun for me. But it just feels like refined resources tend to be a very big bottleneck in this game. And it's kind of hard to solve that bottleneck when... Oh, my God. Did it go out again? I have a lot of open windows in the background. I can't connect to my own internet. No, there's no internet. Okay. Okay, hopefully that should solve the issue. Yeah, I don't know. It is love put in the game, and I do enjoy games like this, but I feel like there's definitely some very rough edges that are going to need a lot of grading before it's ready for release. And the fact that they're shooting for a this year release date kind of spooks me. I'm hoping... I definitely... Some of the things that annoy me a lot are those kind of little things, right? Where it's a sound bug, right? I don't know if it's my computer, and I don't know if it's the... I don't know if it's that. I don't know. Where it's just like the music cuts out randomly. But yeah. I'm going to call it here. Done an hour and a half basically. If you do want to see more, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for tonight because fucking I'm getting tired. My ranting is taking it out of me. But I think we're making some decent progress. We're now into the second stage of our industrial revolution, closing towards the end of the thing. And who knows if we can even get into space proper. So we'll figure that out, I guess, the hard way. But yeah, if you do enjoy the video, do like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch. I try to stream every night, but my depression is killing me right now, so... yeah, boy. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.